Hey guys, Dan Holland here with SolutionToolbox.com. Welcome back. This is our fifth video, in our series creating a website from start to finish using Site Builder and image to web technology. So in the last video we started to clean up the homepage area there, the content a little bit, and what I'd like to do is go ahead and add some modules to the screen to go ahead and add some content. So let me show you the picture here, what we're trying to recreate. So this is the homepage area down here. And what I'd like to do is create this news article here, and also over here I'd like to create these testimonials. So I've got two modules that I'd like to use for that, and let me show you those. The first is going to be the blog and article module. It's going to work perfectly for this situation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip over here to the HTML side, and then right here inside of this news content div, I'm going to drag and drop this blog module. Just like that. You can see it puts a code tag in here that represents that module. But if we flip back over to the design view, we can click on this and either right click and say edit module, or we can come up here and say edit module up top. Both ways will open up the edit module for us, and we can begin editing this tool. So the first thing we need to do is create a article group. I don't have any yet, so I'm going to select the create article option, and we'll give this a name. We'll call it company news. And we'll enter the same thing for the description. And go ahead and say create group. Now from this screen here, there's a couple settings that I want to set just for the display purposes. So I'm going to come over here. Let's see here. The first thing that I want to set is the background color. So I already took a sampling off of the background. Actually, I'm going to wipe these out because I actually don't want a background. The headline font color, let's go ahead and make this a dark gray. Let's see, how about... I don't know where he went, but let's just go ahead and type this in. We'll say 999. That should work. And let's go ahead and change this to 12 pixels Arial. We go ahead and underline that. We don't want a border, so let's go ahead and remove this guy. The font color, we'll set him to the same thing. 12 pixels is good there. Actually, let's set him to 10. And the preview length, this is how many characters we want to show in the preview of the article. So I'm going to set this to 218 just because I've already counted how long I want those to be. And then I'm going to shrink this down to 3 items. Now you'll see how this works in a second. But so I can save these settings. Then I'm going to come back over here to the articles, and let's go ahead and create our first article. So let me look. I'm going to call this, I'm just going to call the article 0629 just because that's what that text says. And then the author, go ahead and put my name in here. And we're going ahead and enable this item. We can put tags in here for searchability, and then I'm going to go ahead and put a description of this article in here. So I have some lorem ipsum. I'm just going to paste right in there. And we'll go ahead and say next. And then it's going to allow us to enter in the whole article. So I'm not going to write the whole article here. I'm just going to enter in some more lorem ipsum, and we're going to save and update this. I'm going to refresh here. I'm going to come back in. I want to edit one more thing. I want to put an image next to this article. Like you see here, we're going to have the preview of the article, but I want to have this orange image over here to the left hand side. So if I come over here to properties, I should be able to upload an image. Let's see, this is going to be in here. This is called number square 1, I believe. Go ahead and upload that. And we should pick it from the list here. Go ahead and update. I'm going to create 2 more articles here real fast. So this first article I'm going to call 0618. Put my name in here again. Put in the lorem ipsum. Enable this. Once again, put in my article, hit save. And I'm going to create one more. We'll call this one 0605. Oops, wrong key there. Put in my name again, enable the article, paste the lorem ipsum, paste it again, save this, go ahead and refresh, and let's attach the images to these last two here. So I'm going to come in here to the properties. I'm going to upload my other two images. So let's go ahead and grab the number square 2 and number square 3. Upload these guys. Refresh this here. Pick number 2. Save. And edit the last one here. Pick that guy. Save. Alright. Go ahead and close that. And we should be all good with the articles there. Now the other thing that I want to do is I want to put in the testimonials here. Now I could just write the text, but I'm going to put it in a text container. That way my users can easily update this at a later time. So to do that, I'm going to come back over here to the HTML and look for my testimonial content, and inside my nested div right here, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to drag the text area right onto the screen. Once again, I'm going to come back over here. I can right click and say edit module again. And we can go ahead and create a new testimonial text holder, or I've already created mine actually, so I'm going to go ahead and select that. Go ahead and hit go. We can set some properties here. So the first thing we can set is the background color. And then we take a sampling here, see what that needs to be. Looks like this is going to be 2C2622. And the border color is going to be the same, that way it blends in with the background. The font color, we're going to go with the gray again. The font, we can leave that just as it is. The line height, we can leave that as it is. Turn the borders off. And then finally the height here, we're going to set this 160 pixels, and then we're going to do 200 pixels on this guy. And then finally over here in the content, this is the content that will display there, so I'm just going to paste some lorem ipsum again. Yep, just like that. Go ahead and hit save here. And I'm going to save my home page. And then it's finally time to see what we look like.